You have likely seen this familiar graphic. It trains us to view human evolution as a tidy, predetermined ladder, with each step marching predictably from an ape-like ancestor straight to modern humans. However, scientific evidence shows this neat, linear progression is completely a biological fiction. It heavily misrepresents the actual mechanics of human evolution. Between 6 and 2 million years ago, Africa was home to a tangled, bushy tree of 15 to 20 different early human species. At the 3.5 million year mark, the fossil record shows multiple distinct species walking the Earth simultaneously. Our specific lineage was one of many experiments. The question is why we persisted, while over a dozen other lineages disappeared. Between 7 and 4 million years ago, a cooling global climate caused dense African forests to begin withering away, leaving behind expansive, dry savannas. Navigating these massive open environments required a new strategy. Walking upright on 2 legs provided a way to move efficiently across the shifting landscape. Comparing a quadrupedal ape to a bipedal hominin reveals massive anatomical re-engineering. The pelvis shortened and the femur angled inward, placing knees under the body's center. Higher up, the foramen magnum repositioned to the skull's center, balancing the head atop a vertical spine. This anatomy belonged to Australopithecus afarensis, the species of the famous Lucy fossil. They were a successful early species that survived for over 900,000 years. Afarensis relied on a hybrid survival strategy, using her bipedal pelvis to walk across the savanna, while retaining ape-like curved fingers to quickly escape predators by climbing the remaining trees. Bipedalism served as a brilliant transitional strategy, allowing species to exploit 2 different environments simultaneously. Standing upright permanently freed the hands to manipulate the world. Around 2.5 million years ago, this enabled the creation of early stone tools. These early tools consisted of simple, battered cobblestones used to strike off sharp flakes of rock. Those sharp edges allowed for a massive dietary shift, slicing calorie-dense meat off abandoned carcasses and digging deep into the hard earth to extract starchy tubers. Eating these softer, calorie-rich foods triggered a powerful biological feedback loop. The evolutionary requirement for massive ape-like jaws and heavy chewing muscles disappeared. As the heavy, protruding jaw receded and tucked neatly underneath the skull, the brain case was freed to expand in size. The regular use of tools acted as a biological catalyst, driving the expansion of a larger, more complex human brain over thousands of generations. Around 1.8 million years ago, the tangled, bushy tree of hominin species began to narrow as a new genus took dominance, Homo erectus. Homo erectus carried specific physical upgrades. They possessed longer legs and modern body proportions built for highly efficient striding and prolonged running. This new physiology shifted their survival strategy. Instead of waiting to adapt locally, they could simply walk to an entirely new environment. Starting out of Africa, their migration route branched up into the Caucasus region and eventually extended deep into East Asia. Charting these settlement sites reveals the variety of habitats this single species inhabited, surviving in everything from temperate grasslands to tropical woodlands. Equipped with longer legs and larger brains, these early ancestors were able to leave their home region and colonize the globe. Looking back at the family tree, it is crucial to note that over these millions of years, the Earth's climate fluctuated wildly. This volatility was evolution's ultimate filter. Hominin species that specialized too heavily for one specific environment were wiped out when that environment changed. The branches that survived were the ones equipped to adapt on the fly. They relied on upright spines to cross expanding plains, using stone tools to access new diets, and expanding brains to solve unpredictable problems. Our history is defined by hyper-adaptability. Evolution built us specifically to survive change.